There are 1,000,001 interpretations of what Netflix's Black Mirror Beta Noire is about. Most believe it's about a Karen with a vendetta to get back at her childhood bullies. But I see this movie differently. I see it as a combination of Stephen King's Carrie and Anna Bittler's cult classic The Love Witch. Come on, the writers were basically banging the witchy dialogue over our heads.
Our chief wizard, Maria.
Oh, technically a female wizard is a witch, so...
Either way, I'm impressed by your conjuring.
Thank you.
The chief is a wizard and Maria's a wizard, and a female wizard is basically a witch conjuring up spells. Not to mention the fact that Maria is creating recipes, aka potions, all while cursing Verity Greene by spreading vile and malicious rumors about her decency.
Yeah, do take a moment to sit with the flavor if you're not sure.
I'm sorry, but that's rank.
Okay.
See. Words are powerful and can bend and even shape reality, resulting in winners and, of course, losers. So in this video, I'm going to explain why Beta Noire is all about the witches, honey. So please, stay tuned.
Is there a job going?
Well, yeah, but not for her. She was like the school freak.
Is that her official title then? Or?
She was clever, like brain box clever, to the point where she was sort of off.
First off, let's just call a spade a spade. Verity Greene is the sci-fi computer geek version of Carrie. Maybe she doesn't have a religious nut as a mother, and maybe she can't move things with her mind. However, she does have the power to bend and shape reality. Witches and mystics have been quote-unquote unbending reality for centuries. They were casting spells and using the power of words way before scientists understood the importance of the parallel universe and alternate realities. In fact, many scientists believe that witches were quacks, dismissing their beliefs and practices as superstition and tomfoolery.
Crazy Carrie! Crazy Carrie! Crazy Carrie! Crazy Carrie!
Then, with the birth of the computer, scientists began to understand that our universe is infinite. There wasn't just one reality, but thousands, if not millions, all coexisting at the same time. Carrie, for example, lived in a reality where she was telekinetic and could move things with her mind. And Maria wants to live in a reality where she is worshipped. Yes, my friends, the bane of existence for all witches is jealousy. And sadly, it is clear that Maria is jealous of Verity Greene.
Like, if you remember anything about me, you'll know that I love a lab.
Yes?
I was such a geek at school, wasn't I?
After all, she looks different. She is adored and seemingly can do no wrong in her co-workers' eyes. Maria, like Elaine from The Love Witch, needed to be the baddest witch in the room. Her boyfriend even tells her that she likes for people to bend the knee and kiss her ring. Now people can argue that Maria was nowhere near as bad as Elaine from The Love Witch. Elaine would do anything for love, including bewitching a college professor, unaliving her husband, and even sleeping with another woman's man. Maria, on the other hand, just wanted to be good at her job. But here's the kicker. Maria, much like Elaine, always wanted to be worshipped. She just didn't know how. Let me explain. Verity Greene was the school freak. She was an easy target, and people got a rush out of picking on her.
Same as always.
He's gonna come.
They're gonna laugh at you.
They're all gonna laugh at you. Mama, stop it.
Verity Greene also had the markings of a witch. She was an outcast, had wild and crazy hair, had a weird obsession with computers. And much like Carrie, she had plenty of time to practice and hone her gifts. And much like Carrie, she was bullied and ostracized into submission. After all, her only real friend was a lab tech, Mr. Kendrick, a relationship that seemingly turned sour after Maria and her friends spread that nasty rumor that she was, him. Oh yes, that was the inciting incident for Verity Greene. And much like Carrie, seething from deceit and betrayal and covered in pig's blood, she lashes out. No, she doesn't kill everyone at the school prom. She just tortures her bullies to a point of extinction. Her first victim was Natalie, a seemingly loud and annoying party girl who liked to kick people when they were down. She went wild, calling Verity the milkmaid, a derogatory name that didn't just bend reality but broke her spirit. Verity retaliated by torturing her for up to 5 weeks. She made her believe that she was going crazy by bending reality and making her doubt her own existence.
She was a jumper, but you're not a jumper. Maybe like wrists. Or,
Once Natalie was out of the way, Verity sets her sights on her next victim, Maria. However, Maria was different because she understood the underlying powers of witchy magic. You see, everything that happened to Verity and Carrie happened to witches in real life. Witches were once goddesses and powerful priestesses who were worshipped with large fellowships. Sadly, their presence began to dwindle with the rise of organized religions. Witches were subject to smear campaigns, where they were not only accused of heinous crimes, but also labeled as misfits or even worse.
This one girl, Natalie Kane, when she heard about the Mr. Kendrick stuff, she was ruthless. She kept calling Verity Milkmaid, like over and over till it stuck, and then that was just her name.
Their magic, once worldly and divine, was labeled as dark and mischievous. And sadly, many witchy rituals were commandeered by power-hungry clergymen. They used their own power against them until, well, witches were mostly driven off of this plane or benched as quacks and crazies. But Maria was determined to take her power back. Like any good adversary, she licked her wounds and strategized to come back. She understood that she was being outplayed and outmatched by Verity on many fronts. First with the spelling of Barneys and Bernies, and then with the non-pork gelatin, and lastly with the almond milk, which resulted in Maria getting fired. However, Maria didn't cower. Instead, she faces Verity head on, breaking into her home and confronting her. But Verity is much like Carrie. She has so much power and harbors so much hate and contempt that she cannot fully enjoy it. Carrie, for example, could have changed her entire existence and even the whole world with her telekinetic abilities. Instead, she imploded, destroying herself and everyone around her. While Verity was not only wounded, but cocky. This caused her to underestimate her opponent, allowing Maria to get the upper hand. In a flash of an eye, Maria takes hold of Verity's pendant and all of her power, turning the tables and all the parallel realities in her favor. And like many witches before her, Verity's legacy is shattered, with all of her hard work and rituals ending up in the hands of her adversary.
The pendant works for me! The pendant works for me!
Drop it! No!
She shot herself. It wasn't me. You saw the whole thing.
I know. Who is she?
I've never seen her before in my life. I don't know who she is.
While Maria was able to become the person she always dreamed of, she was able to become a goddess who was divined and worshipped. So what do you guys think about Black Mirror? What do you guys think about it being all about the witches? What do you think about Verity Greene and Maria? Please sound off in the comments below.